Hey guys, this is the Rant here, and today I'm coming at you with my second and final video for today, and a new video will be uploaded whenever I feel like it or when I get the chance to. But anyways, this time I'm going to be ranting on the bad side of the metal community. Oh god, the metal community. It's actually one of the greatest communities that I like what? That I think is the greatest community on the internet because I've met a lot of I met a lot of friends from the metal community, a lot of nice people and stuff. And then just like all other communities that are on the internet, there's always the bad side that messes it up for everybody that isn't a part of the stereotypes that everybody else that isn't a part of it says. And it's usually the ones that that they only listen to metal and rock and that's it, and they hate on everything else. So I'm just gonna rant on the bad side of it for today, obviously. So, anyways, let's get to it. I really don't like. What I really don't like about the bad side is that there's just a lot of people that circle jerk the same bands, but yet they want to talk about like what all. But yet they want to talk about all the bands that emo circle jerk, like Black Veil Brides, Asking Alexandria, Panic at the Disco, or any other band that they like. But yet they circle jerk bands like Iron Maiden, Dio, Black Sabbath, Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth. Let's see, who else is part of the Big Four? Fuck, I don't know, but they just really circle jerk the same bands and just leave all these cringy comments saying that country is gay, rap is gayer, listen to Slayer, all that stupid stuff. Now I can agree with them on the rap part of today's rap, not old school rap, because today's rap is fucking garbage. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just telling the truth. But I can agree with them on that. But when it's certain bad kind of metalheads that bash on every other music genre that isn't metal, or call somebody a poser for not listening to just metal or just anything else that isn't even metal. I really don't like those kinds of people that call somebody a poser just because they like a band that's outside of metal or rock. And it's supposed to and stuff. You're not just supposed to listen to just this one style of music for the rest of your life. Yeah, I might listen to metal a lot more than I do to other music genres, but I do take the time and listen to other ones that I like. Stuff like ska, punk, jazz, reggae, electronic music, alternative music, grunge, or just anything else that I like. And then you got the bad side of it where all they do is just shit on Degent, which I think is pretty good. Bands like Periphery, Tesseract, Textures, I think. And if I got their music genre wrong, I'm sorry, except for Periphery because they are Degent. But anyways, I just really don't like that kind that just shits on Degent, saying that it's just a bunch of metalcore fags, because that's the term that they always use, which I really hate, because just calling somebody a fag for listening to Degent or any other style of music is stupid. And then you got the ones that are always talking about Slayer. Like, holy shit. I get that Slayer, had some impact on thrash metal, just like Metallica did. But that doesn't mean that they're still going to be hot shit. They're a pretty good band to me, and they somewhat hold up. But there's other but there's other thrash metal bands out there that are way better than Slayer. Stuff like Gamma Bomb, Toxic Holocaust, Municipal Waste, and any other band. But there's no need to just keep talking about them, and especially the ones, the bad side of the metal community, where they circle jerk the same bands. I gotta address that shit again, because It's true because I listen to like what more bands that are outside of just the heavy metal, like what space or something. I don't know. Like literally, they'll always say that they know more about metal when they just listen to the typical bands like Dio, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, just the run of the mill heavy metal bands that have left like what a huge impact or a mark on metal music. Or it'll be the typical, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, anything else, anything that's like what outside of like what the typical death metal that everybody knows. And they'll even like bash slam music and and plus don't get me wrong, slam is good. It's really good to me. And I don't know about anybody else, but it's some good shit to me. But at the end of the day, folks, I don't let the bad side of the metal community stop me from being a part of it. Because at the end of the day, I'll still be a metalhead regardless. Even though, despite the fact that I'm black and the stereotype is that they're all white, which is a little bit bullshit because I've seen a lot of other black metalheads and it's nothing wrong with being one. But back to what I'm talking about. The bad side of the metal community, it can just really be so cringy, especially like what the ones that bash on emos and scene kids all day. Oh yes, I gotta get to those. You really thought that I wasn't gonna get to them? Well, some of you, but yes, I'm just going to talk about that portion of it. But literally, the ones that just bash on emos and scenes all day long without any breaks of shit, I really can't stand them because we get it. We know that they're shit. You don't have to keep reminding us. Like, literally. We don't need a constant reminder saying that they suck and everything. And then they always make these stupid metal memes, like saying, like, they'll have a picture of, I think, Justin Bieber or something. Wait, no, no. They'll have pictures of like what Blonde on the Dance Floor of Davi Vanity saying, "We're more metal than Slayer," and then the bottom half of the picture will just have a picture of Slayer, and then they'll reply with "Bitch, please." Just the typical ones, and those are like what I just call those metal elitist memes because that's what they are. Because they basically like what try to reject all that stuff about artists like Kanye West, Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, all that stuff. And if somebody wants to listen to them, then just let them because not everybody's going to have the same taste in music as you do because everybody has a different taste and shit, and I know that. And they're like what in the bad portion of the metal community, they're easy to troll because it's this page on Facebook called Real Metal, where basically they just take all the typical metalcore bands like Memphis Mayfire or let's see, Bring Me the Horizon, and basically all the other metalcore bands and stuff. And the page, like I guess somebody running it will call it Real Metal, and they'll call other metal bands like Metallica and shit. They'll call them like what gay metal, and they will go in the comments section and just literally either leave death threats, leaving stupid shit saying that this band is better than that band. They're just really easy to troll sometimes. And another thing that I don't like about the bad part of the metal community is when let's see fuck I'm just gonna go back to the portion about them hating on every other genre that isn't metal because I just love to address this one because it's just 100% true. They bash on anything else. They bash on country music. They bash rap music. They bash sometimes punk music. I think because there are some out there that bash on punk. I haven't seen them, but I just know that there are those kinds of people that exist in the metal community. The bad side, that is. But I just really don't get the point of them bashing every other music genre. Now, the ones that just make, memes about them just bashing rap, saying metal over rap, those ones, now I'll admit, I used to like that stuff, but now I just don't. And yes, I do dislike today's rap music because I think that it's fucking terrible. And I don't really listen to metal just to get away from it. I just listen to it because I think that it's significantly better than it. But regardless, it's still like what the biggest music genre of this generation. I can admit that rap is, somewhat more mainstream than metal is, and I'm not afraid to admit that, and it's true, sadly true or something. But honestly, just steer clear from the kinds of people in the male community that I have discussed, because those aren't the kinds of people that you'd want to have a conversation with, especially about music and stuff, because they'll either call you a poser, a faggot, or not a real metalhead, and that you don't listen to true metal. So, anyways, this is the Rank Kid here, and peace.